Hi, welcome to our channel. We are the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corinne.
And I'm Colleen.
I'd like to say we're sisters. Do you think that would work? I'm mom, daughter. And today we have with us Paris. And her name is Paris Grace, by the way. We don't always tell people that, but this is our little Paris.
Yes, we give our dogs middle names.
Yes, Twilight Ginger. But Paris was sitting on Colleen's chair and said she needed to be part of the video today. So we're welcoming her. And thank you to our new viewers. Thank you to our returning viewers. You're all part of us, our family. We enjoy spending time with you. All right, so what is new? Got my oil change today because
right.
I have a special weekend coming up. I'll mention that later.
Right. Well, our hot water heater is going to get replaced at some point.
Very soon, hopefully.
Every hour. We have 4 gallons from this thing because of the tray it's in. So we're just using the turkey baster and putting it into a bucket.
Pull it out.
Exhausting.
Burn it
Changing
up,
out the towels. Yep.
So that's a full-time job. Girls are all helping out with that. So that's a good thing. And lots of laundry. Unfortunately, using hot water to wash and launder these towels.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of frustrating, but you know, we do what we have to do. I had somebody ask how we store our hand-dyed threads. So my hank of silk, I have not decided yet. But like this is I have them in order. Simply Shaker and Gentle Arts. They're all mixed in together. So they're alphabetical in Flosstube bags. And I did have a string attached and they went through the holes. But then what I realized is every time I got a new one, I'd have to pull all the others off the string. So that's not the way to go. But this works great. And then I have the Old Willow Crescent colors. And I got so many weeks now that they are now in this one. But I just have them alphabetical group. So first comes the Gentle Arts. Those are alphabetical. Then comes Old Willow, and those are alphabetical. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, Eterna Silks in here. Yeah, these are the Old Willow. I had to move them because of how many.
What else new is we got a scheduled appointment for our baby in Twilight.
Oh yeah, she's scruffy.
She is scruffy.
But yeah, my groomer's really busy, so they went. It's back out to April 1st, so that's okay. Yeah, we got. I'm trying to think. What did we do this past weekend besides church? You know me. I kind of forget everything, which is why.
And it's hereditary, so it goes right through me.
Not yet, hopefully. All right, so let's start with our whips.
And you have to. Do I show mine first?
Sure.
Okay. Well, you know, because other people we watch, they give you a total of like all the stitches they've done the whole week or something. So I'm gonna do a little bit, like, give you the result of the math I did for them. But first one, Whip Go. Whip Go was met for Black Stallion, 14 hours. And look how much I got done. I think I almost finished 2 colors in this. Like the black, like I'm pretty sure that's like totally done until the back stitching. The back stitching is minimal.
Oh, Paris is going to spill my coffee.
No!
You guys can't see behind the board. She is spinning and trying to get in my sweater. That's what I was going to say. Happy St. Patrick's Day to those of you who celebrate. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. Well, she has that on her list. So yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I wore green, so I quick put this back on so you guys could see what I wore. I wore a jacket because I wore a suit to teach. But anyway, I wore my green. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for lessons. I did something called an Irish Cup passing game. My students loved it. Absolutely loved it. And some of the kids, depending on who the mom was, I would invite the mom in if I thought they would like it. And the mom would come sit down around the coffee table with us and we would do the cup passing game. So it was a lot of fun. Kids really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Oh, and then we had a special dinner, which I guess Colleen's going to tell you about. Because while we don't really like celebrate, we still observe it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's corned beef and cabbage. And it was amazing. Like, yummy, yummy, yummy. I ate so much cabbage.
You did.
And we Instant Potted it.
Yeah, we made it in the Instant Pot. I like Skinny Taste. I like a lot of her recipes. And, yeah, I think that's the best. And then
like cabbage is known like when it is cooked to have a butter flavor. So she kept saying, "Oh, it's got a
buttery
buttery flavor."
But it was a buttery texture.
Texture too. And yeah, it was just like it's kind of like seeing a cow eat grass. That's how it
you're so awful.
No, that's how it felt.
Oh,
I'm not saying look, but just it was crunch, crunch, yum, yum.
And I don't like cabbage on a regular basis.
I know.
So,
but
we eat it once a year.
She was saying what was the liquid in it, and it was just 3 cups of water. It was water. I mean, the corned beef came with the seasoning packet, and I put some parsley in and a bay leaf, but
yeah, it was so
good.
And then I made salted smashed potatoes, red potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Those turned out pretty good. I found something out.
Mm-hmm.
I love red potatoes, but they always taste waterlogged. Like, I never get them right, ever. So while she was out there doing something with the cabbage.
No, I was washing
she was washing my potatoes for me. I was on Google looking up how to make smashed potatoes. And the very first thing, if you don't know this, is boil the water, then add the potatoes. Well, white potatoes, you add the potatoes right away. So that's my mistake. And they were good. They were not waterlogged. So, and yes, I just added butter, tiny bit of pepper, and salt. Lots of salt.
Okay.
A lot.
So, back to whips. This is what Blackstone is going to look like. And there it is on the back.
Yes. One example is Ada. One example is linen. And then your other whip is...
Fans of the Far East.
Ooh.
I need to work with this one. I am so excited with my progress because I finished up the blue that I could do. Except if I did find like 10 more stitches there.
Oh, get the blue back out.
So again, I'm probably going to this week pull out Goose Girl. Because I really need to just get done because that is the Mother's Day. And I have realized that I'm not going to have that finished by the time of Mania.
Speaking of Mother's Day, that fabric hasn't come. I think that fabric is coming on Saturday. Now that you say that.
Yeah, you might have packages when you get back.
One. Oh. It's the only one that I saw was coming.
So, I can show you my knitting because I got a few more rows done. But I would say since the last time you saw us, which was... I know. The last time that you saw us was Wednesday. No, you saw Saturday because of the whole... couldn't get uploaded. You thought it was uploaded.
Oh, yeah, but it was recorded last Wednesday.
Right, so it was recorded Wednesday. So, Wednesday, Thursday. So, since Friday, I've stitched, and I've gotten 2,181 stitches. And then I did this. So far in the whole month, I have 3,664 stitches.
That's good.
I guess it's good, but, I mean,
We're recording on my phone. I can't add up my numbers.
Out of what? Your numbers?
I write up my numbers are on my phone.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so 4 days out of this month, because I've worked on a project this whole month, but 4 days was just knitting, so.
I have a sleeping puppy.
Oh.
How am I supposed to hold anything? All right. She says that I didn't show you pixies when it was completely...
Pixies.
Pixie. I call it pixies. Pixie dust. I did 1,000 in this. That I know because that was my whip go goal. So I don't remember, and she said she didn't think I did. It was folded up upstairs, so that would make sense. I never showed you. I finally got my 1,000 in. This was one of my whip goes. It's almost done. I need at the top, all you need is faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. So I just have to finish the tea in dust. It's looking good. The bottom of the tea needs done. I will be working on this for Mania.
And you have sparkles.
I have sparkles? Oh, yeah, I have pixie dust. So this will get pulled back out at Mania. And then it'll get put away a while. I do have to admit, I'm missing some of my challenges. It's kind of boring without them.
Oh.
So I'm actually not stitching as much as I thought I would. I don't know which group I want to pick back up, but I need to do at least one. And that's because I love WhipGo, but my WhipGo goals are met. All 4 of my WhipGo goals are met.
So I've met both mine, but she reached hers before me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean...
I was working on different projects.
Yeah, I mean, I push a little harder than you sometimes. And, you know, I'm not in school. I work, but I'm not in school.
But you're many stitches. I don't know, because if I did have a stitch goal, I probably would be harder to meet because I'd just do time.
Right. Yeah, so she doesn't have to push. So I needed to do 500 in Amazing Grace. I'm going to admit something with this Amazing Grace. It's a little harder than I thought. I'm doing full cross. 2 over 1. 122 count. I love the colors in it. But yeah, 2 over 1. I love how it looks, so no, I'm not changing it. But it's going to be a lot slower than I thought. But honestly, if y'all remember, I'm doing a stitch along with Hannah when Hannah starts this as her New Year, New Start. So I kind of felt like I was a traitor. And I know it's on my whip go for this year. But I don't know. Just knowing that we're going to work on it together next year. I'm like, I'm going to be 500 stitches ahead. But she's like a marathon stitcher and can stitch triple what I do. So I shouldn't feel guilty. I know that. But yeah. So I decided this is going away. I'm actually going to take it off, put it down, put it away until January because I know I can't count it as a New Year, New Start, but it's going to be my concentrated piece for next year because I want to do that with Hannah.
And you're going to get Mulan done.
Yeah, Mulan needs time this year. And see, that's the other reason I put a hold on my games, but you know, if they pushed me, if they do, they push, if I was in one of those that you can do like substitute stitches, penalty stitches, while my games do keep me stitching, Myth and Magic and Dynasty of Dragons, they get me stitching, but I don't know. It's just, once I hit my goal of my ingredient, there's just times I'm just like, I'm putting it down. I don't know. But I got 1,400 stitches in Mulan. And I'm keeping them going because I need like 4,000, 3,000, 4,000 to be able to say I'm still on target to finish this by the end of the year. It's only the 18th, so I do have time, and I think I will be fine. I don't know. There's just something about putting those pictures on and uploading it, and it's the gamer in me. I know it is. I know it is. Okay, so I fell in love with this piece. So once I get my stitches in Mulan, I'm going back to this, and I'm getting ready to go away for the weekend, and I'm really struggling whether I should just take Mulan or if I should take this. Put it in the comments. Maybe I'll have you guys vote. Maybe I'll even put it on Instagram since we haven't posted in so long. Which one should I take with me? Or should I take both? Is the question. I know I need to take Mulan. This is primitive hair. First I'll show you what she's gonna look like. Beauty and the Beast. So I'm working on Beauty. Here's Beast. You just get a shadow. Shade. Shadow? Is that a shadow? Like a shadow of him. Silhouette. That's a word. Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. So in the package we got from Margaret, which we got another one, and I didn't bring it down. I don't even know where it is. My Dinky Dies came. Came the 2 browns, or actually this gold and this brown. So I finished her hair because that's the same brown that's in her dress, and I got to start her dress, and I ran out of thread, so that's why I stopped here, because what I realized is I can stitch much faster if I go ahead and finish these. So there's like 2 or 3 more of these to do, because then I just have to fill it in with the gold, and that is over dyed Gentle Arts, or is it Weeks? It's Gentle Arts. So whole X's, full X's. The face is done. So from here down to here is done. I got her outline, everything that needed to be done. There is no back stitching in this. And this is just going to go straight down. This will connect. So yeah, I don't have a lot. I don't know. This is a fantastic piece. I love it. It's 30 count. It actually has directions that says do not wash or you lose the vintage look. So I have a feeling I'm going to be ordering a couple more pieces of that. It's like old linen or something, so that I can do the others, because I found a new designer I love. And then I apologize, you're not going to see this extremely well, but I worked on my Quaker, summer Quaker. The color F is so light, and unfortunately I looked ahead to G, it's even lighter. So I did E and F because that's in my alphabet. Because I'm still doing some of my challenges, you know. Can't give everything up. And then I added in some of this. I just, honestly, I can't remember where because I know I did some of this and this. I know I did that. So I need to roll up so I can finish that little motif up there. Oh, and I have the finished picture product here. So, yeah, hopefully I only have 2 whips to show you guys next week. I guess that's kind of boring, but this is going to be the finished product for Mulan and for Amazing Grace. I will put those in. And again, if anybody wants to do the Amazing Grace stitch along with Hannah and me, we will create a hashtag unless you have a really good idea of one, because I'm not inventive. But yeah, we would love to have you stitch along with us. So a couple things coming up. Before I do that, actually, let's talk CXC. I know there are CXC lovers out there. Please don't get angry with me. Because there's people who love them, there's people who hate them. I haven't decided because I haven't stitched with them. My idea is with my stained glass, I used DMC for Snow White, the first princess. And the next princess is going to be Cinderella, but I'm going to use the CXC and I'll find out if I like stitching with it. One thing I will say is I know that if I have to frog, you're cutting that. You're not, I will not be reusing the thread. Sometimes with DMC, if it didn't fray too bad, I can still use it. I just rip out a few stitches because I don't actually rip. I actually almost unstitch them. I pull them. So there's no way you can stitch with this twice. It's not going to last. I do feel it's an inferior quality. And I apologize if I offend you. But we do have to remember it's like 8 to 12 cents a skein versus 62 cents a skein. So obviously there is a quality difference. So I'm just going to kind of show you the quality difference. Same color. I feel like I can see a difference just looking at them. This is nice and stiff. This is floppy. I mean, this is like hair floppy. This is not. This just hangs. This is all a solid group. So right there it tells you there's something different about it. Not a bad thing, just showing you that it's different. I'm going to be honest, when I'm doing virtual lessons, sometimes I'm winding my floss because I'm just sitting there listening to my songs. I'm not actually actively doing anything, my students' songs. So I've been winding my CXC. I'm going to show you 2 pictures here. The first is going to be a picture of a knot. The very first one that I had this knot. I was like, really? I've had 2 now. And then the second one was really bad fraying. Is that what that was? In the middle of the thread. I was like, oh, really? And then one I wound today was a yellow and it's got dirt on it. So obviously when I get to it, I'm gonna have to cut it out. I'm not gonna sit and complain about it because it was 8 cents a skein. However, another thing is it is like the beginnings here. While this is separating, these are actually frayed. I don't have the beginning of this one, but when I go to wind it, there's almost always fuzzy. Let me see if you can see this. So it is fuzzier. It is softer, but it's also fuzzier. So I'm not going to say I hate it. I'm still going to stitch with it. I mean, if it turns out as a pretty product, I'm going to be happy with it. As far as this light blue, I don't know that I see too much of a difference. I don't see, this is my DMC, this is the CXC, and I do not see too much of a difference, so I'm not going to complain. However, when you get to these darker colors, this is totally different. The CXC is on the right again. That has a greenish hue. The DMC has a grayish hue. So I've always been told, don't use them in the same project. Well, right there it tells you, don't use them in the same project. The other thing is about, you know, it's going to look a little different than the model. So here is, this is the CXC, it's more gray. The DMC is actually more vibrant. So, you know, you have to do it yourself, and you'll never know unless you try it. And other people have told you, yes, it's good. Other people have said, yes, it's bad, or no, it's bad. And one person who told me it was bad, she did rip it out, and it's a total disaster, all fuzzy, yucky, which is why I know that I'm not even going to enter into that, and I'll just snip it and start over again. So that's not a terrible thing, but I'm still going to try. And I will also say, off of Etsy, these are my CXC stickers, and I have pink rose gold ones for the DMC, and I love them. Absolutely love them. These are so much better than DMC. So regardless of how the CXC is, I like winding them. And it's purple. And the other one's rose gold. So I did all my Amazing Grace in the rose gold. Why? Because I like it. I like it. I like these stickers. I'm using cheapo cards. I think it was $10 for 300 on Amazon. And then I rebought the same ones, and that's what I'm doing my CXC on. I like them. So, you know, I'm not always like, oh, I need high end. But I will say with the floss, you get what you pay for. So when you're paying so much for a Hade, you know, do you want to not be 100% happy with your result? Or, you know, if you're putting so much money and time into it, I don't know. It's personal preference. So I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to whine about other people. That's totally your business. Before we get into haul, do you have plans this weekend besides staying home, going to church?
Oh, then I'm going to a friend's house.
Oh yeah, they get to go to a friend's house on Sunday afternoon. Yeah.
Nothing else.
Okay. Well, I have a couple things. This coming weekend is my 24th anniversary. So my husband and I are going on a couple night trip and staying at bed and breakfast. So I'm looking forward to it. That's where I'm taking my projects. Because of this, I got mad, guys. When I went to my parents last weekend, I couldn't see. For the life of me, I couldn't see. And I stitched all of, 60 stitches in 2 or 3 days? I was really not thrilled. Oh, did I say that I got 1,400 in Mulan? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with Mulan. Anyway, she still needs more. I'm scattered. So this, I've already tried them out. No, I don't have the magnifier in. I just didn't want to get it dirty. But I did put both lenses in. I like it. It's not as great as my stand because my stand has a bigger area and this is just a teeny one, but hey, it's doable. They're $30. Oh, but I had to do that twice. So, you know, I was watching Hannah yesterday and she's talking about how her stuff is going all over the place. Well, so I did 2 things. I got my dinky dies from California. So they came to my Oregon, not California, but anyway, out west. They came to my county, to my post office. And then they left my post office and went further east towards New Jersey, away from me. And then it went to our capital of Harrisburg. And then it went east to Lancaster to come back north to us, to come back to the exact same distribution center, to come to our mailbox. So that was exciting. But what Amazon does is a little different. They were from New Jersey, but they didn't get on the Pennsylvania truck. They got put onto the New York truck. I went and researched this. But I woke up to your item is undeliverable. I'm like, wait, what? They were supposed to be here Monday, and I was so excited. And I woke up to undeliverable. And here, they got on a New York truck, and before they even got to New York, they told me. So that day, I reordered them. Mm-hmm. They came Tuesday. So they got put on the right truck. So, but I paid $4, by the way, because I used my rewards. And I had all that left. So that is a thrilling, exciting thing for me. And I have a little travel lamp, so that's going to go with us. Because, as you guys know, I don't really go anywhere. I can't go out with a mask. So I have a little shield. I'm going to put that over to go into a restaurant. We're going to a smorgasbord. And you're supposed to wear your mask up to the smorgasbord. So I'm going to stay in my seat. And my husband, who can wear a mask, is going to go get our food and bring it back.
He's going to wait on you.
He's going to wait on me. So that's what you do when you love your wife after 24 years, right? So he's very kind. But, we really wanted to go out for our anniversary. So, yeah, we're going to make it work. And then he might go some places. I don't know. But I'm going to curl up with my stitching in front of the fireplace that we're getting in our bed and breakfast. So I told him, you can do whatever you want. And he's actually happy with that. So we're good. Oh, and we have a jacuzzi tub. Like, he really wanted a jacuzzi tub. And he's going to be in alone, but, female things. But he'll be in the jacuzzi tub and I'll be in front of the fire. And we'll both be happy. All right, so my other request from you guys is my mom and sister are coming in a few weekends. I'll hopefully put up a few pictures. But my sister wanted to do scrapbooking. Do you have anything to scrapbook?
I think so.
Yeah.
I pretty much got all my pictures in and didn't write or stuff, but
I'm done with it, basically. Like, I just, since I picked up my cross stitching, I don't want to do anything else. Right?
Yeah.
So my sister wanted to do a scrapbooking weekend, and if I went to a retreat or something, I would do it. But I have no desire. And my mom was going to come for the sewing weekend. My sister wanted my mom to come with her. So I'm like, okay, either I'm going to be with you scrapbooking or I'm going to be downstairs with my mom sewing. I can't do both. And I felt like I would monopolize all of my mom's time. She wouldn't get any scrapbooking done. And we'd be in my little room ignoring my sister. So I was like, no, I'll just scrapbook. We can all scrapbook. It'll work out. My mom doesn't have much to do. So I kind of changed my plans because I don't want to scrapbook. I just don't have the desire. My pictures are old. Yes, I could print some more, but I don't know. I look at them on my phone. I'm digital, like probably a lot of you guys are. Who prints pictures anymore? Not my mom. My mom and my sister. But I'm doing a Cricut weekend. I got my Cricut back in November. I should have brought one down. I have my Cinderella things I made. They're the hearts with Cinderella, and I punched holes and floss holders. So I want to make things for cross stitch on my Cricut, and I don't know what to make. So I would love suggestions. You can give me 100 suggestions. I'll write them down. And my mom is good at figuring out how to do things. So even if you have an idea and don't know how to execute it, she can figure it out for me. Because my mom does want to do something with me to make up for the sewing weekend. So that sounds awful. But I'm glad because we can set the Cricut up on the same table she's scrapbooking. And then I can be with my sister the whole time. And she's actually really creative. So, yeah, she might have some ideas. I don't know. So what should I make with my Cricut? Wood? I have all the cutters. It's a Cricut maker.
Could I show one page
Engraving?
of scrapbook I did?
Yeah, she's going to go grab one of her pages. Yeah, so, I don't know. We're going to try this out. While she's talking about my sisters. I think I may have shown this. I don't know, but I have a little story about it. So I chose this on purpose today. So that is me, obviously, Corinne. My sister, Jamie, is the middle, and Ellen is the youngest, but they're twins. So it says sisters forever, never apart, maybe in distance, but never at heart. I love this. This was their gift for Christmas. And my nephew is 4. And he was sitting there with my sister. This sister is a married sister. And I'm holding Starbucks, by the way. They don't have a Starbucks where they live. So my sister's holding like a generic coffee cup. But this sister is always drinking coffee with me. So anyway, it says big sis, middle sis, little sis. Well, my nephew goes, that's Aunt Corinne, that's Mommy, and that's Aunt Ellen. And she goes, how do you know? And he goes, the hair. So that made me feel so good.
Oh, because you designed them.
Because I designed them. You get to change the hair color, the hair style, and yeah, that just made me feel so good that my nephew knew that who each one was.
Right. So this is back in the face when I liked pink. Remember when we talked about favorite colors? So, you know, I grew up strawberry shortcake. So there's the picture. So I think it was my brother and I when we were younger, like over 5 years ago, over 6 years ago. We spent a whole month up at our grandparents. So some of that is this, but this is when. So this isn't the one that I wanted to really show, but it's just one that's cool. We had gone to Gettysburg, and this was even before that whole.
So she made it look like a belt.
Yeah, because there's the Union soldier and Confederate right there. And I love that. When we were actually there, we're like, there's a Confederate! We're like, oh, he's the bad guy. So wait, there's another page. But yeah, so Gettysburg, going there was really fun. But then, oh yeah, and the outhouses, this one.
Colleen's creative too. Yeah. But it's only when she has something she wants to do.
And this was the first scrapbooking retreat that we went to that I worked on these.
Yeah. Cat. She made it look like a cat. I love it. Yeah, so there's a little tiny Colleen down there. I don't know if you can see it with the glare or not, but little Colleen and her older brother. Yeah, we've been on 2.
I feel like 2 because then you did one with Aunt Jamie.
Or 3. One with Amy. Oh, I went to one with Amy by myself, and then you went with me with one, and then the second time my sister came with us. So I've been to 3. And it's great. It's a scrapbooking weekend, which I want to do with cross stitch. It was a Friday night. We go set up. We have dinner together or snacks, and you know, we start at like 6, 7 p.m. Go to midnight. Go home, get up the next morning, come in 9
It looks like
in the morning.
3, but I think
Have breakfast.
I have 2 other scrapbooks that I just put the pictures in, didn't really do decorating in them, of when we went to the Art Encounter and the Creation Museum, and I literally was having this camera and I took over 600 pictures.
Oh yeah,
And she printed them out. So.
I printed a lot, but I looked at it and went, we're not printing all of these.
Right.
I'm like, you have to choose what you really want, because I am not printing a picture of every single animal.
I mean, seriously,
they were stuffed, so it's not like
they had texture, like, and all that.
Yeah, but they're
some of the
animatronic. They're not
yeah
real live animals. I would have taken.
So some of them are a little blurry.
Oh yeah, we didn't print those.
Literally, I think you could have the experience, almost not exactly, but the experience of the Art Encounter through my pictures, because every
yes, you would know the order of how they went through. All right, let's talk haul. We'll let Colleen talk haul first.
Well, do I want to take them out of the plastic?
Should we talk? No, I think that'll be okay. So, we were watching Teresa Little Stitcher.
Right. And it was like video 38 or 48?
40.
Okay. So, she found, and it's one that I didn't see at the store. It's the designer, the silver lining. Okay, that's it. So, and we got a heart on our comment when we said we got, because I loved them all. I had them all in my arms. It was like
we thought everything was on sale.
Right. It was I had like 24 of these patterns in my arms. So actually,
yeah, you got 3 of them.
I have 3 of them. I think and she was like, pick your 3 favorite, and I was like after, I think there was ones I liked more, but I did like these.
So what we decided is if she stitches all 3, we'll go back and get more.
Right.
Or if the lady puts them on sale. Like, we're sure we got a discount last time, but you know, because she's going out of business. But it's okay. She had just had her second COVID shot, and you could tell, she's 80, so you could tell that the longer we were there, the more she was deteriorating. She was in a rocking chair sitting in front of the door when we came in, and
she said it was cold in there, and I went in without a jacket.
Yeah, and she said that she got her second shot 2 or 3 days before, and she was feeling okay until that day. And she said that just as the day had progressed, she was feeling worse and worse, and then she started getting forgetful. So I mean, it was really
pain.
And she's older, so you know, you kind of expected it. But yeah, she just was having a reaction. I'm like, you don't need to go home and go to sleep. I said, you probably shouldn't even open tomorrow. And she's like, oh well, I only have an hour left. I'm like, oh my goodness, go home and get some rest. But like, I don't think she remembered that her store was closing.
Right.
Like, it was kind of a
and
nuts.
it said retirement sale, like a huge sign off.
Yeah, it was kind of like not nuts and crazy. It was just kind of I don't know. I felt bad for her. Let's just say. And I've met her several times, so this is not my local lady, but yeah, I just felt really bad for her. And I'm sure the next time I go see her, she'll be a lot more keen. Keen? Is that the word? On top of her game. All right. So did you show all three?
Yes. I didn't title them or anything.
Well, I've never had a hand blessings design, and it's called Hooked on Tea. And it's purples.
And I'm jealous.
Yeah. Colleen found it for me, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. But with it came the little charms, which I had all nice and held up and separated, and it just fell and clumped. But it also comes with the thread. So I was like, I can't resist this. Oh my goodness, I haven't pulled them out.
Oh, really?
It's a wildflowers, black cherry, I should have known, and rose quartz, which I do believe I have. But
so is that all the colors?
yeah,
Like
oh yeah,
so it's not the fabric, but you got the whole kit.
I pretty much did. And they did not come as a kit. The owner had put them together. She had put it just in a little sandwich bag. When am I starting these? No clue. Because if you remember, Mania's coming up.
Right, and I don't think any of the stuff I've gotten recently I'll put in, except for 2 of the pals.
2. I have 2 openings. But really do have to use some things that's new on my whip billboard. Because I can't just keep starting stuff and not finishing. Catherine Maudsley. Okay, so people keep holding up these reproduction samplers. I'm so mixed on them. I'm like, oh, they're pretty, but do I really want to just stitch it because somebody once upon a time has stitched it? And there's nothing that draws me to them. I know there's always something that draws you to a piece. Always. I mean, that's what makes you want to do it. And I'm not a huge sampler person. And I'm just look at them and I'm like, I'm glad they like it. I'm glad they enjoy it. And then I found this one by the Drawn Thread. And it's a reproduction sampler from 1844, Catherine Maudsley. She was 12 years old. It says, soon as my youthful lips can speak their feeble prayer to thee, O let my heart thy favor seek. Dear Lord, remember me. In childhood's following years my tongue run to thy praise shall be through life, and on bed of death, dear Lord, remember me. I like it a lot. And again, there just has to be something that speaks to you, whether it's the colors, the saying. I don't know. I'm not a huge sampler person, but what did I like about it? I don't know. There's just something. I'm not a big bird person. Probably the butterfly and like that. I love the saying. I mean, the saying definitely spoke to me. It's simple enough. I don't know. I'm in love with it. Do I have any drawn thread? Maybe 1 or 2, but I've never done one. So I saw this and I was just like, you know, people keep talking about these reproduction samplers. And I've not done one. And I like this. And there was a lot of them there, but this is the only one I liked. Pink flowers. Who doesn't like pink flowers? I know, people who don't like pink, but I do. And then again, another sampler. I never like things with the alphabet, but somehow Summer Quakers has the alphabet.
No, mine does not.
That's true. But my alphabet is comprised 100% of islets, Algerian eyes.
Really?
My whole entire alphabet, Algerian eyes. I will pull it up to show you again. I'll show you guys and then I'll show Colleen. Look at those Algerian eyes. They're gorgeous. Once you get your thread in, because it's one strand. Once you get the thread in, they're fun. Like, I love doing them. Love, love, love them. But I'm not I want this sampler on my wall and that. They're all got the alphabet. Like, what? Nah. But again, Hillside Samplings. Don't even know if I've heard of them before. But it's pomegranate samplers. I love pomegranate flavored anything.
All right.
Pomegranate is my favorite.
Here's another thing that we did.
I don't know. It says Leslie Ruchiski. Is that the person who stitched it? Is that the... I don't know who she is. Oh, it says your name here. So that will say me. Oh, Leslie Rudnicki is what that says, because motifs on the sampler are from the book Sampler Motifs and Symbolism by Patricia Androli, A-N-D-R-L-E, and Leslie Rudnicki. And I'm supposed to use needle fluid silk. Something I need to go buy.
Right. Oh, so anyway.
That's next year. Go ahead.
25th, right? That stinks. The
Christmas thing?
The Christmas thing. And also frosted pumpkin stitchers. And it starts on the same day, so I feel like once that gets released, or I might, like, I don't know what time it usually gets released, so.
Usually when I get up.
Okay, so Christmas thing will have to wait. And
how dare you?
What?
How dare you? You're gonna make us put off.
No, I can wait.
Christmas in London hasn't had attention.
Like once I feel like I've had enough of my pumpkin, maybe.
You don't have enough until it's done.
Right. Okay. Anyway,
like frosted pumpkin, so nice that once you start it, you don't want to stop until it's done.
And I've never stitched one of theirs, but we got a free pattern.
Yeah.
So I got one. I think it's a lamb. No, it's not the Happy Easter. It's a Happy St. Patrick's Day.
With a lamb.
It is a lamb. And it's got a rainbow on top of it. So.
Why didn't you stitch that yesterday?
Because I'd have to start it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that'd be nice if I could have, like, I might start it
next
year.
What did I get?
You got, like, a pen pal?
Oh, yeah, my first pen pals. Happy New Year. It's purple.
It's like a, like, not a fairy.
I'll put pictures in of both of ours.
I wouldn't say a witch. She's, like...
A girl.
A girl, like, what do you call it? Like a wizard kind of thing. She's got a, like a princess maybe, I think, with a hat.
We went to Goodwill.
Because we went to Red Robin for lunch, and I was looking out the window, and I said, there's Goodwill there, and I know people find amazing things there, so could we go?
Yeah, we didn't find amazing things, but we found some pretty good things. No stitching things. We did find some plastic canvas, but it wasn't a decent price. I can buy it at...
We did go to other... Like, we went to this one, got some stuff, went to the other one
got
near us, and that was not as cool. But we did see someone cross stitch.
Oh, yeah, we saw a cross stitch, but it's sad.
It wasn't finished with glass, and it was stained in places, so...
Yeah. So very stained. I like hearts. I like flowers. I like pink.
And it's going to match your room.
And it's going to go in my room once it's painted.
The aesthetics.
Yeah, it'll be the aesthetics. And something stitching related can go in there. I don't know what yet, but, you know, something. And then Colleen goes, you know, people buy picture frames at Goodwill to use. And I'm like, I am not just buying random picture frames because I can get them cheap at Hobby Lobby. However, we found a few with mats.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is a double matted. So, you know, it'll obviously have to fit the perfect picture finished product. But eventually we'll find something. So chance made us neighbors, but hearts made us friends. I mean, I'll hang it, I guess, until I need it. I don't know. Maybe it'll just sit on a shelf. But it was actually paid to be framed. So, in Ohio. I have a feeling this person painted it and stenciled it all themselves to pay to have that framed.
But I just wonder whose it was.
Yeah, I can reuse this. So that's awesome, the hanging on it. And I have the paper, so if I reframe it myself, we're good. This one was also professionally framed. It's actually coming apart. No, it wasn't professionally. It's Home Goods.
Wow.
Huh. Okay, but it does have the backing paper and the hanging. But I love the lilac. And I said, you know, these mats are so expensive. So if I can pay $4 for the whole thing, again, you're going to have to wait for the perfect cross stitch for it. But, you know, we'll eventually use that. And then, you know, since I do things in series, I also couldn't resist this.
I want to see this measurements. Nope. I thought that.
Oh, for a plum thing.
Yeah, I thought that'd be
And of course, again, these are my colors. Pinks, purples. So Colleen was thrilled at all the frames. I mean, she was going crazy at first. I'm like, no! and I'm like, no, that one doesn't even have a mat. So, you know, if I can save myself cutting a mat.
Right.
I don't like cutting mats. I cut my floor one time.
A little bit of
Where did this come from?
green.
Oh.
I got some towels. Like, I don't think I have this pinkish one, or maybe not this. Oh, there's 2 of the peachy. It's
You know, you never had the peach.
blue. So, I got some towels.
All right. Any more news? I think we're done. Well, thank you if you sat through all of this. Oh, by the way, again, we do have a 300 subscriber giveaway that we're doing. Watch video 30. You can see not the rules, but the way to enter into the drawing. And we are going to do the drawing on March 30th. I like all the 3 zeros. I think it's nice. So on March 30th, 3:30, 0330, we will be doing our drawing. And we'll put out a short little video letting you know who won. But anyway, I think we are finished.
Yes.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.